Awesome. So I'm making this video to talk about why Alex Hormozi spent 70K plus a month creating content. It's probably more than that. I just saw like a short clip that said 70K a month, so I'm going to use that. But that was a while ago. So he's probably spending like six figures, if not multi six figures. And I don't even know if that's including Layla's content. And they're both, they both have really valuable content. So go check that out. But I want to really dive into this, right? Because he is someone who has an amazing stack of skills, right? And that's most business people, most entrepreneurs, they have an amazing stack of skills, right? So they understand marketing, they understand sales, they understand systems building, but he's a part of this wave of people that is now creating content, right? After having all those skills. Most people, they would just start a business or they would just run a company and that's it, right? But he spends a lot of time creating content. Even having the stack of skills, right? So another thing we have to say is, what is his business? Because most people that create content, they're coaches, they're selling courses, or they're doing something in that realm. But he's not. He's in a high leverage position, right? He's a very high leverage position because, to my knowledge, I believe he only works with businesses doing like 7-8 figures, right? So he's not even, selling like a $1,000 course. Right. Most people that create content, that's what they're doing. But he's, very, very high leverage. Right. And another thing we have to see is he doesn't have an offer for everyone in his audience. So he has a book. I read that book, really good book. But he doesn't have an offer for everyone in the audience. Yes, he has that book out. But I'm talking about for his business model. He doesn't sell something to every single person in that audience. Right. And he's still willing to spend $70,000 plus creating content, and he knows that not everyone in my audience is going to work with me, or even has the possibility they're not even able to work with me, right? But the reason he does this is because he has a good understanding of reciprocity, right? He understands the value that he gives to the market will not be in vain, right? And that's massive. And reciprocity, if you haven't heard of it before, it's basically like once you give something to someone, they're going to give it back to you, right? Not give it back to you, but they feel like they're in the need, or they feel you put them in a place of, hey, I want to repay this person. I want to add back to this person because they added value to my life, right? And I think one thing we'll see down the line is that he's gonna open doors that other investors won't have. Right. So someone's going to have a startup, someone's going to have a business, one of his potential clients, because, he doesn't work with everyone in his audience, but one of his clients will have a business and he's creating content for that one really smart entrepreneur that watched his content growing up, built a really successful business, and now wants to work with him, right? Doesn't want to work with other investors because they got so much value from his content, and I'm just giving you a possibility here, but I'm saying, that's the content. It's adding value to so much people in his audience that won't even work with him. And the ones that do end up working with him, they're going to want to work with him because of all that value they've been getting. Right. So the whole idea is, even if you don't have a budget of 70,000 or more for creating content, start creating. Right. And let the market start readjusting. I'm going to start coining this term. I probably say this a lot more, is just start creating content, start putting yourself out there, and over time, the market will readjust. So that's all you have to do. You don't have to kind of manipulate or try and say anything. Just start creating content, make sure it's valuable, and over time the market will start readjusting, and they'll acknowledge your content, and that reciprocity will kick in, and you'll be able to take off from there. So definitely think this is the way to go, and you're seeing this a lot more with like Mr. Beast, all of these millionaires, billionaires, in terms of like the business that they own, that are pushing content, right? They're focused on content. And I think that pushing content and also being a business person is going to be the new model, right? Being a business person and then also having content going out, because people want to keep up with you and they want to see what you're doing. So yeah, do that. Hope this video was helpful. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Pretty short one, but I hope it was valuable, right? So see you in the next one. Peace.